First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Off the bootleg, Ryder. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. On second down, it's Patterson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Ryder. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They will run for the first time here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On play action, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Falcons nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check right 54.
Looking to throw. Ryder. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All day, just like that. 45. Mike, 45. Check pass.
Back to throw. Ryder. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Patterson. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Watch twins. 6 guys. Check 99.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Bucs' 23-yard line.
Right there.
Off the play fake. Ryder. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Ryder. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before they have.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And shedding a man at the 40. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Let's go.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. play action. Ryder. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They run with Patterson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second down at 4. Again, it's Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, Those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 20. Here's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Running out of the gun with White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Succop's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
Back to throw. Ryder. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it.
Looking to throw. Ryder. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Check. Crunch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Check 52.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
16-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Back to throw. Ryder. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. What a great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Lining up for the point after.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Maybe a 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Brady to throw. That's complete to White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now Brady. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. To throw is Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Once more, they turn to Patterson. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
A 32-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays,